Oh my god, I forgot I turned my microphone off. So I was just here talking, nobody could hear me. And I had the actual setting on my microphone turned off last time I tried to make a video yesterday. So yeah, I have to do better. I'm gonna forget ADHD. So this cast of characters, I will say, behind the scenes, it was just as complicated as the series, if not more. Things things are kind of weird, especially after the finale, because after I cut and fired all of my Sims actors for being terrible, that's when their true colors started to show. Like that, like just like regular actors, they have their own love lives and people that they want to be with, and it was getting weird. Give me a second to clear my throat. Yeah, I don't know why. It's been really weird. Maybe it's because I just ate. I don't care. But yeah, so I will not be rotating anything with my Sims today because, as usual, um, my game bar recording settings put the freaking recording bar where you would rotate the camera. So, and I forgot how to change it. I haven't done that in over a year. So I have no idea how to change it. And so, and while it's there, I can't use it. I really can't. So that's frustrating. But yeah, no, these characters are really something. They surprise you with a new thing every day. And I was thinking, oh my god, I need to clear my throat again. I'm starting to sound weird. Okay, I think I sound better now. But if I have to keep doing that, oh well. So where was I? Oh yeah, so I was thinking of creating something new. Obviously not now. I did not have the bandwidth to just jump from one series to another. But I don't even know what it's gonna be about. I mean, I don't know the details right now because, like, you see, it's complicated. I wrote a story back when I was a kid, back when I was 16, and it was. Although a lot of the situations were made up and a lot of the characters were refined and changed so much that they can't even really even be compared to the original people anymore. But some of this is based, like, some of these people are based on real, like, it's real people put in a fake situation. Like, it's people that actually exist but put in a situation that doesn't exist, which is weird. And if they ever knew, they probably just think I was weird and then move on to the next thing. And just because, I mean, most of them don't even know much about me existing. And as you can see, don't really know I exist, really don't really know me that well. As you can see, Jessica is still alive and well. Okay, yeah. I could have killed her for the sake of entertainment, but I chose not to. I did not want to. Damn, I hate not being able to turn and shift. Also, you may be wondering how Jess's relationship with Evan is coming along. And I will show you. They're friends, but he low-key hates her for rejecting him. And you're probably like, huh? Yeah, no, after the cut, like, she rejected him because he wasn't really showing her favor. Also, he tried to hook up with her best friend, Brittany, or their best friend, which is kind of weird because Brittany has a boyfriend. And Jessica, would you believe it, loves Justin more. In fact, they're engaged now. Like, they're engaged now. It's, oh no, she was bitten. Wait, she didn't even have teeth yet. How did she bite you? Honestly, yeah, see, Evan is bitter. I don't even know what he's bitter for. Okay, you had to sleep with her best friend. This is before she dumped you. But yeah, so as I was saying, So outside of the series, there are some things that I'm going to address. The last episode, what I did instead of killing Jessica's character, and I didn't feel like doing that again. So, because then, like, what if I need her for flashbacks in the future? But I'm not gonna. Typically, the next thing in the series would be Cassie's story, but I don't feel like doing that. That's the whole thing. It's even bigger than Jessica's story, and I don't feel like doing that. So I might just work on Evan and his progression into maturity as he gets older, raising a child that, although people will say isn't his because biologically she's not his, he loves as if she was his own. You can't tell him that's not his daughter. And can't tell you who I want to pair him with. No, it's not Brittany. I can't tell you who I want to pair him with, but honestly, I think it'd be very shocking, and I really do have to work on it because right now it's just an idea. I have to flesh this out, which means I have to listen to whatever song inspires me a million times so I can write this down because that's the only way I can do it sometimes. Or have some coffee, which just makes me really anxious, and then listen to the song a million times. It's weird because I can write like 5 different stories on coffee while also thinking about my heart rate, how my heart rate is beating so fast, and it shouldn't be doing that. And but I haven't had coffee in a few months at least. Okay, Brittany is sleeping. Okay, we're gonna wake her up. Now, Brittany is not a real character. It's just insert good best friend. Now I know some people don't like Brittany for inviting Justin to the baby shower, but I mean, Justin is the dad, so. And I have gotten a complaint about the ending of, like, Jessica's fate, but that's how it ends in the book, and it's kind of really, like, everything is impacted by it afterwards. I can't just change that. I also wrote it that way to teach myself a lesson. And just for your information, Jessica's musical interest is inspired by me. I actually did get a guitar when I was 10 years old from my grandmother. She still has it at her house, which is far from where I live now. I have a keyboard that I had since I was 9, and I still play it sometimes. I taught myself, and yeah, I still play it sometimes. I write my own music. I'm not a songwriter. In fact, I have a lot of interests. I just chose music for her to focus on because I can't just give her all the things that I do. Otherwise, it would take up too much time. Like, imagine you see her playing the piano in one scene to soothe herself, and then playing the guitar, and then drawing, and then painting, and then sculpting, and then trying to do video editing. There's too many scenes for me to be trying to do when she's got other stuff going on in her life, other dramatic stuff that people came to see. Okay, what now? I'll get over it. As for Evan, my basis for creating him is that when the story started, when I was writing, and this is back when I was 16, so it was a multitude of years ago. It was almost 10 years ago, like 8. I realized I didn't want Jessica and Justin to end up together. I knew, and I kind of felt bad with all the tension, and there was like nobody for her to be with, so I just created this guy best friend as I was writing, and that's why you only see him in episodes 9 and 10. It's like, oh, he was away, because in the book he didn't exist yet, and then had to write him in later. Now it's like, oh yeah, Evan, our friend, he's always been our friend. But yeah, is that something you guys would be interested in, following his journey, and maybe in a love story for him, somebody who's gonna have to accept him being a dad to a baby that's technically not biologically his. Somebody that's just gonna have to deal with it. Somebody's gonna have to love her and him. Oh God, not you too. Girl, you have a boyfriend. You see this? You see this? Oh my God. And since I'm just playing, or essentially following them around as they do their normal activities, because when I'm playing, I like to change things and stuff. Right now, I'm just following them around as they do their normal activities. Yeah, since I'm doing this, I have no reason to remove the plumb bob thing. But if you, here's a few tips if you want to learn how to do that. Control-Shift-C, head, line, effects, off. Now it's gone. Head, line, effects, on. Now it's back. As for their money situation, mother load, $50,000 richer. One thing I will tell you is that a lot of things that I do require mods. Like this, had to get the Panda Sum SEC carrier, because they don't just let you, do these type of things. Okay, they don't just let you move the baby. Baby is glued to the bassinet, except for like you pick them up for a second and then you place them back down. So yeah, I wanted her to be in here like a car seat. So I made sure to do that because it's realistic that way. But I didn't get too much CC because I broke one of my computers in the past, and I can't do that again now. And as you can see, I use basic Sim stuff for all the characters. They don't look like they're from a whole different game. They look like Sims. They look like The Sims 4. Because I don't have the space for that. Cheater. Boy bye. Cheater. You tried to sleep with her best friend. Also, I don't know what crawled up Evan Snatch, but like he needs to calm down right now and get it together, because don't nobody want somebody so whiny. Yeah, so I'm not gonna follow this up immediately with It's More Complicated or Betrayal and Devastation in the books, because, well, that stuff takes place 4 years after Jessica's death to 7 years after Jessica's death, and it's just, it's too much story. It's 3 years of story. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do that at all right now. I mean, I could barely get through all this. And then I force my friends to watch, and they're just like, why? And I'm like, because. But yeah, so Jessica is engaged to Justin. Brittany is with Dylan. Evan is upset. Eden is just like, what is going on here? How? Oh, also, Marissa, Dylan, and Justin all do live in the same house right now. The same with Jess, Evan, and Brittany right now. It's easier that way for me. Especially when managing their conversations. It's easier to just go like, okay, Jess, right? And then click on her or click on the sim she's talking to, get the interactions, and then let's say Evan, click on him, click on the sim he's talking to, and then just do, because, oh my god, it's so much easier to do it that way. And then when you're talking to somebody else, it's like, oh god, I have to make sure that the other person's gonna talk back, and I'll walk away, because now, which, oh, I also have to show you, okay, we can use Brittany as an example. I forgot where I got it, but I got this mod called Do Something, where essentially you can make a sim that you're not actively playing right now do something, interact. Which is how Justin stayed at the hospital when Eden was being born, because despite him being the companion sim that was asked to stay, he left twice. Or he left once and then tried to leave again, and I just stopped him from going. And you can't lock the doors because it's not a lot that you can lock the doors on. So, oh my god, and I know Evan left the delivery room twice. But he was hungry, and I was mad at him for leaving it once, so I didn't let him eat. And then I know a lot of people are probably gonna be like, yeah, no, that's abuse. I'm like, but like, he's a sim, so he doesn't. I'm not gonna let him die, but I was low key mad. These sims keep ruining my scenes, and it's aggravating. I'm gonna be so mad if I try to upload this and then there's no sound. But in good news, okay, so like me, I won't lie. Recently, there's been some pretty good stuff. You know, I got my Endlessly shirt. Endlessly is my favorite song. The Cab's going on tour. Gonna go see them next month with my girls. With some angel wings. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I don't know what to tell you. But hey, just be myself. Yeah, that's about enough. I don't want to take up too much space in files. Of storage, I mean. But yeah, that's what's been going on behind the scenes. It's crazy out here in these Sims. Oh my god.